Hello everybody, happy Friday. Today I have some groceries to share with you. We got some updates on things going on with the house, a full day of meals, and just a lot going on. So make sure you stick around. I'm gonna go on and start with the groceries because some of you are just gonna click on for the groceries. So here they are. I got 2 different orders today. We are trying to keep our groceries right now. I'm trying to budget about $200 a week for everything, and that is for my family of 9. We are a family of 10, but 9 of us live in the house. So that is what I'm doing, and I was well under that today. I'll share the totals with you guys as soon as I'm done showing you the haul. Okay, here is part 1 of the groceries. We have blackberries, some mangoes, lemons and limes, asparagus, shredded lettuce, cucumbers, big bag of spinach, grapefruit. Ronnie was requesting that. Here we have some white vinegar also, and that we're using for cleaning, and we use that, also I use that to clean my vegetables and my fruits. Some orange juice. The kids were requesting that. Some bananas. As you see, my other bananas have gotten ready now to go into the freezer for smoothies. Green beans and snow peas. Grape tomatoes. Purple cabbage. Got some pepperoni, waffles, and bread. Luke and Theo like these 3. Everybody else is gonna eat homemade. Eggs. They did have pumpkin spice coffee, so I love my pumpkin coffee. Some mint tea. Kate was asking for that. Decaf. The girls all love coffee, but they like to drink decaf. They don't like the feeling of caffeine in the coffee. So some garbage bags. Resolve. Then we're just going to clean some of the carpets. And some lens wipes, and these are for Charles's car, and one to keep in the house for him and Brooke for their glasses. And that's it for the first shopping trip. Okay, here is the rest of our groceries. Got some milk, V8 Fusion, fresh parsley, fresh cilantro, some thin chops, ginger, a couple packs of bacon, some fresh sage. The basil was supposed to be rosemary and they subbed out for basil. Unfortunately, I didn't need that. I already have basil, but I'll still use it. Apple slices. Coffee made a huge thing of hazelnut creamer. The girls absolutely love that. And some Greek yogurt. Plain yogurt. And my total for this week was $136.45, which is pretty fabulous. So, all right, now it's time to jump into some breakfast, and let's just get that started because everybody here is hungry. Now we're gonna move on to preparing lunch. So for lunch, what I plan on doing, at least this week, this coming next week, we are in the 70s here. It is just for highs, it's beautiful. And it's definitely starting to have that feeling of fall. So I want to do soups and stews and homemade breads. And that is the plan for all the next week. So if you like soups and stews, you'll like this week a full day of meals. And today though, I'm doing my super simple. It is a meatless, just bean chili. It's opening stuff and dumping in a crock pot. So easy, I can get it done now, and then we'll go on and start making the bread too. So first, here is the chili, and how you just throw that together super fast. Okay, this is my super easy chili. It's just a can of tomatoes with green chilies, a can of diced tomatoes, and then I have some squash. This is just frozen, it's been defrosted, cubed squash. This is the fall version of chili. A can of kidney beans rinsed, a can of these chili beans, a little red lentils, chopped onion and green peppers, about a cup of water. Then I'm using this Better Than bouillon. I'm just gonna take a spoon of that. Because it's meatless, I like to add a little liquid smoke. Just kind of gives it a smoky flavor. And a little bit of cinnamon because I am making this fall. I'll also add some garlic powder and chili powder. Just stir this up. And then I will put that on low in the crock pot until lunch for about 3 hours. All right, now I'm gonna throw together the bread real quick. We are doing the 1 hour bread. It is one of my new favorite ways to do bread. I either love the all night bread or I love the 1 hour bread. Those are like my go-tos. This one I actually have a video already up. Actually for both of them I do, but I'll link the one for the 1 hour bread down below so you can check that out if you want more detailed how to do it. So let's make some bread real quick. Now breakfast is done, so we're gonna go on and eat breakfast. and the guys are here fixing our electric right now. So they actually said that our baseboard heats might not be what's actually heats the house, which would actually be good. They're coming up. All right, there's breakfast. So like I was saying, if we don't have baseboard heat and just have regular heat, that would actually be good. We think that both work, but they're checking all that out right now. So we would get some space in our rooms back if we don't have the baseboard heat. But I also kind of like the idea of keeping the heat room by room. You get to, you know, control what the temperature is in the house. And I think that that's easier and better because some like it hot, some like it cold. So it's more personalized heat that way. But, you know, I'm good either way. I really am just I'm good either way kind of person. All right, we're gonna eat breakfast while they finish up doing that. The bread is rising, lunch has been made, and it's cooking. So we're off to a great start. We got some schooling to do and things like that too. Charles left you guys an update on what was going on yesterday. He took the camera and he filmed yesterday. I was busy. We had no power at all because they were switching over our, you know, fuse boxes. So we had no power at all yesterday. And so I was very busy entertaining Luke. But here's what Charles filmed for you guys yesterday.
All right, guys, well, it is Thursday afternoon. It's probably about 12:30, 1 o'clock. My electrical guys are here, which is one of the reasons why our videos are off. I'm looking rough this morning because, well, jumped up, got ready, and had to be ready to be without power this morning, so it's kind of one of those off-cycle days, I guess. So what I thought I would do is show you guys kind of where they're at right now while they're out at the supply run, getting some stuff. They are going in and out through our basement door, so from just a perspective of, you know, not involving or interacting with others, that works out really well for a project like this. But what I'm gonna do, I lost light. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk you down and just kind of show you a little bit about what we've got going on right now. Hopefully we can see. All right, handy dandy work light. And as you can see, they are knee deep. That is where my electrical panel used to be. Come down here. So that is my old Federal Pacific panel. And they are replacing that with a newer Siemens panel. So they've got, looks like the primary connected to it now, and a bunch of spaghetti that only they know where it goes. All right, so I'm gonna sneak back out of here and get ready for the pool guy who is coming next. So we are about to have the pool drained the rest of the way, and once he has it drained, he'll be able to come out tomorrow and do some kind of final measurements on the pool to make sure the liner's gonna fit. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do next. All right, guys, well, it is Thursday night now. It is a little after 6, give or take, right around 6. These guys have been here all day except for doing their parts run when I got a little bit of what was going on earlier. So I thought I would give you a sneak peek. They are gonna have to come back tomorrow. 2 of the breakers were wrong that they got from the supplier, so they have to get the right breakers and put those in, and they still have to label some of the panel. But that big spaghetti mess that you saw is now this nice, clean, panel, all ready to be labeled. All right, so the last thing I'll show you for now until tomorrow's video, which would be Friday the 18th, is just what we've got going on out here. Pool is in the process of being drained. So the pool guy came by today, dropped off a sump pump, which is down in the pool. We had no power, so I couldn't run it yet. So it's been cranking now for a little better than an hour, trying to drain the rest of the water out of the pool. So once it's done, then I'll go ahead and shut it off, and he'll come back out tomorrow and make measurements as well. So tomorrow, busy day for people in the house. I've got electrical getting wrapped up, I have pool getting measured, and I have the guy coming in to look at the basement. So, busy day.
I don't know for how long I'll get to hold your hand, to be your guiding light in the darkest of nights. I will try to do my best until the day that I'll die. I won't lie, it's not going to be easy, but I'll try. Don't you worry, I'm not going anywhere. I will stay here, I will stay here. And as long as my heart beats like a drum, then I won't back down. No, I won't back down. I know that we will fight and be too proud to say the other one was right. And one day you will leave and start your own family. I will try to do my best until the day that I die. I won't lie, it's not going to be easy, but I'll try. Don't you worry, I'm not going anywhere. I will stay here, I will stay here. And as long as my heart beats like a drum, then I won't back.
All right, so the bread is finishing up, you guys. There is nothing as good as the smell of fresh bread cooking. But then we also just got some fabulous news. I'm gonna let Charles share that with you. And I'm gonna get this bread out.
Oh, there we go, lighting. All right guys, so we've gotten 2 of our 3 folks out here today that needed to get some work done. First one was my electrical guy, and he came back out today to label breakers. We actually ended up with a room upstairs that was not connected, so they tracked that down, fixed the issue. They have like done a lot of labeling. I don't even think I can see that in this panel with the camera, but yeah. So they've labeled pretty much every single breaker in the panel, and that is beyond what they're required to do. I also didn't mention, but they added me a GFCI breaker right here. They said if we ever wanted to put a refrigerator or something down here, that it would be good to have something like that available. So that opens up opportunity. But as we talked about before, I couldn't do anything with the basement until after we knew that the basement's going to stay dry and it's in good shape. So I'm going to talk about that here in a second. I will say too, the breaker guys did a bang up job in leaving me an extra breaker for me to be able to connect anything I want. So it's a 15 amp circuit that's just turned off, and that's going to be huge for when I go to remodel this basement. Now, on the basement side of things, my second opinion came out today and took a look at the wall. And of course he saw all the work they've done with the wall so far, and his assessment with that was, looks like they've done a pretty good job trying to seal this wall. Showed him kind of my concerns around the base. He wasn't alarmed by that. He said there might be some work there we need to do, there might not. He said it's not uncommon to see things like that. He said, but your stucco work on the wall and your sealant work on the wall is definitely holding. Talked to me a little bit about the buckle in the wall that I saw. Again, it's about an inch or so. He wasn't overly concerned with that. He said even if you get a ton of water in the spring and that wall continues to crack, it's not like it's going to fall in anytime in the near future. We'll have plenty of time to address the issue and get it taken care of. So his assessment for right now is clean it up, monitor it. If we still have issues where we see things in the spring rains, that's when we need to go through and bring him back out and take a look at it. He said it could be something minor, where we just have to address one wall, could be something major where we've got to address the whole basement, but he really doesn't think that's the case. Basically his assessment is we do nothing until after we see what happens when it rains really hard and what our drainage, efforts and things will do.
Right, here is the bread out of the oven. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, I wanted to show you what it looks like on the inside. You can see it smoking. It's so hot. I had to put it down to finish showing you. It's smoking like crazy, but oh, this is so good. It doesn't get very dark, but this bread is just so good. Here is the chili. Now the pool guy is here, so I'm gonna have Charles take this out and show you guys what the pool looks like right now after not being open in 13 years. And in like a month, it'll look brand new. All right, well, that's looking pretty rough up there. So now we gotta figure out, because the walls are like caving in the bottom and everything, so Charles is like, no matter what, we'll get your pool up and working. So that's what we're just figuring out all that. So they're gonna get back with us in a few days. They were like, this is way worse than we thought, even though we had them come look at it before we actually finished purchasing the house, so we knew what was going on, what we were getting into. We had the home inspection, we had pool people come before we closed and everything, so they just didn't realize that it was that bad. So it's all right, it will all work out. Now we're gonna start some dinner, and we're gonna make a wonderful sheet pan chicken, keeping dinner super easy because we are tired in this good cold air. We're just like ready to just cuddle up, watch a show tonight, and just enjoy a Friday night. So let's make some cheese.
Around, singing songs way too loud because we wanna. Picking up all our friends, fill up the car till it bends because we wanna. Yeah, we just wanna have fun. The trunk's full of wine. We're gonna stay up, have the time of our lives. The night is young, don't need anybody else. We came to party all night long, and we don't need no chaperone. We don't need nobody's attention, yeah, we just wanna dance on our own. We came to party all night long and sing on to every song. We don't need nobody's attention, don't need nobody else in our
right, so that's gonna cook on 400 degrees. I'm gonna check it about 30 minutes, uncover it, and then let it get good and crispy. And I will just see you guys as soon as it's done. Here is the chicken. It just came out so good. It's all steamy. Okay, so that's it. We're gonna sit down, we're gonna have this dinner, go sit outside probably. I don't know, it's kind of chilly, we might stay inside. Haven't decided, but we will see all of you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a wonderful night. Bye everybody.